Hello, Thomas Heck Middle Schoolers. If you're following this art project with me, we are on day 3 of doing a portrait using value, and then we're also using a grid pattern to transfer and scale up our portrait from a smaller picture to a bigger one. Today I've started to identify where the values are on my picture. I'm holding this camera by hand right now because I'm having a little trouble with a little stand I made, making it work just right. But I'm going to hold it. It might be a little jiggly for a bit. But what I'm doing is I've chosen square 4 down and 4 across to identify where the different values are in that square, and I'm drawing a line to show where they are. So now I'm going to move to square 3 and 4 across. I'm going to do the same thing. You can see I have a lighter value here, a tint right down the middle of his nose. It's a highlight. There's a little bit of a darker value in some of the other spots, like right there where I left it open. You want to define where the different values are by showing a little line right along the edge where those values change. These are going to get transferred over to the drawing when we do them, and it actually is going to make it easier to do your shading when you do your shading on the drawing you're doing. So you can see I'm outlining every area in here that has a differing value. I'm trying to be very, very careful and just being very meticulous about where I outline too. Don't rush through it. Don't just throw a circle around where you see a value. Actually put an outline around it. If you see a tint, outline where the tint is. If you see a shade, outline where the shade is. Shade is the blackest or darkest areas. If you see a tone or a gray area, outline that. So I'm going pretty fast. I would expect you guys to go a bit slower. You can see how right there I've started to really outline this middle portion. I'm doing one square at a time. I'm going to put this back up on my stand. There we go. And I'm going to continue to go ahead and do this. Trying to just do one square at a time. I wouldn't expect you guys to actually have to go quite this fast because you're at home. There's no time limit on this. You could do this in a week and a half if you wished, or you could do it in 2 weeks. If this was a classroom project, some of you guys in 7th grade would understand this, or if you've had me for art before, this is a 2.5 week project in class. So that's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe a 7-hour project to do all of this. But in class we are using colors too, so that takes a little more time. This is actually a takeoff on the monochromatic project that we started right before you guys left for spring break if you're a 7th grader. If you're a 6th grader, this will be like a preview of what's going to go on next year, which is kind of cool. So I'm working my way through every square, just trying to show where these different values are. And these are going to be shaded differently when you transfer this over to your final. So this is going to take me a lot more time. I'm going to move this so you guys can see it better. So move this here. There we go. So you can see in the time we've been talking, it's been about 5 minutes. I've started with the square right here. I moved to this one. I moved to this one. Got this one almost done, not quite. I've got a little bit more I want to do there. I've done this one. I think I'm going to do this square next. So I'm just outlining all the values. You're going to want to do that with your entire picture. Outline all the values. And then once you're done with that, we'll be ready to transfer it over to the larger grid, which is this one right here. Hope that helped you. If you're having trouble, you can always email me too at Erlenmeyer, that's ERLENMEYER at lesd.az.us, and I'll be happy to try and answer your questions in an email if you have any. Hope you guys are all doing well. It's been fun learning how to be a YouTuber. I can't really say I'm a YouTuber, but I'm learning how to use YouTube. So hope you are all doing well. Stay safe, stay well, and we'll see you when this all gets over. Have fun. Bye.